I've spent more than 40 years as a doctor, both in the operating room and in rehabilitation clinics. Over all that time, I've learned one painful truth. Most people over 75 do fall just because they are too old. They fall because their bodies were trained the wrong way. For years, we've told seniors the same simple advice: just walk more. Walking is enough to stay healthy. But what we see in our real patients tells a completely different story. I've treated seniors who walked miles every single week, yet they couldn't stand on one leg for even 5 seconds. I've operated on patients who are always active, yet they collapsed while reaching for something in a cupboard or just stepping off a curb. Sure, walking kept them moving, but it never rebuilt the critical skills that actually prevent falls. Skills like balance, proprioception, which is your body's awareness, in space hip stability, core strength, and rapid muscle reaction. Without these, one simple misstep can turn into a life-changing injury. This is why my colleagues and a group of orthopedic surgeons from Japan, Germany, Canada, and the US started asking some serious questions. Why are falls still on the rise if people are walking more than ever before? Why doesn't walking seem to help people stay independent after 75? And the most important question of all, what actually works? After digging through hundreds of clinical studies and testing nearly 300 different exercises from around the world, only 5 movements consistently stood out. These aren't complicated gym workouts or long routines. They are simple, safe, physician-approved movements that you can do at home. They work to restore muscle strength, retrain your balance and coordination, rebuild hip and ankle stability, and sharpen that crucial brain-body connection. All of this dramatically reduces your risk of falling. These 5 exercises take less than 15 minutes a day, but they rebuild what walking alone can never protect. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what they are. So, let's get started. As a doctor who's treated thousands of seniors over the past 30 years, I've seen a common misconception about falls. Most people think falls happen because their legs are weak, but that's usually not the whole story. The real issue is often a breakdown in communication between the brain and the body. This system is called proprioception. It is your body's amazing ability to know where it is in space without you even having to look. Think about walking in a dark room. You just know where your feet are. That's proprioception. But here is the catch. Research from the University of Pittsburgh shows this ability can decline by about 25% between the ages of 65 and 80. When that system weakens, your balance gets shaky. You might misjudge a step, or your reaction time slows down. That's when a fall becomes much more likely, even if you feel like your muscles are still strong. This brings us to a powerful exercise called heel-to-toe walking, or the tandem walk. It's incredibly simple, but don't let that fool you. Here is how you do it. Stand tall next to a wall or a countertop for light support. Now, walk forward slowly. Place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other foot with each step. The key here is precision, not speed. Aim for 20 steps at a time, once or twice a day. This narrow walking pattern forces your brain to sharpen its balance signals. It's like a tune-up for your nerve-muscle communication, something that regular walking just can't do. In fact, a clinical study showed that older adults who practiced this tandem walking improved their dynamic balance by 19% in just 8 weeks. They also reported feeling much more stable when walking in crowded places or on uneven ground. I've seen this transformation in my own patients. I remember a 78-year-old gentleman who was terrified of falling in the grocery store. He started doing tandem walks just twice a day. Within a few weeks, his confidence soared, and that fear that made him so stiff and hesitant simply vanished. Once you get comfortable, you can progress safely. Try gently turning your head from side to side as you walk. Or, for a bigger challenge, briefly close your eyes for just 1 or 2 steps, but only with solid support right next to you. This mimics real-life situations, like turning to talk to someone or walking in a dimly lit hallway. Now, let's talk about the second exercise, which is my #1 predictor of independence after age 75. It comes down to one simple question. Can you stand up from a chair without using your hands? A huge study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found a direct link between this ability and longevity. Those who struggled with it faced a much higher risk of physical decline. Why is this simple movement so important? Because it uses your quadriceps and glutes, the very muscles that stabilize your knees, support your hips, and protect your spine. But after age 75, muscle strength can decline by about 3% per year if we don't challenge it. That's a 15% loss in just 5 years. The good news is, we can fight back with chair squats, also known as the sit-to stand. Find a sturdy chair. Sit with your feet about hip-width apart. Lean forward slightly and push through your heels to stand all the way up. Pause for a moment at the top. Then, slowly and with full control, lower yourself back down. Don't just drop into the chair. Try to do 2 to 3 sets of 10 repetitions every day. The results are astounding. In one 12-week study, participants saw a 28% increase in leg strength and a 15% faster walking speed. They even improved their stair climbing ability by 22%. I recently worked with a 79-year-old woman who couldn't get off her couch without pushing off with both arms. After 6 weeks of daily chair squats, she stood up confidently and told me, "Doctor, I finally feel like I trust my legs again." That feeling of trust, right there, is the foundation of independence. It's about having the freedom to live your life without fear. Thanks for watching. Try these simple exercises and let me know how they work for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on staying active and strong at any age. Let's continue with the next exercise. So, let's get started with our third exercise in this series, the standing hip circle. When I worked with my patients, especially those over 75, one of the first weaknesses I spot isn't in the knees, but in the hips. This is so important because your hip joint is your body's command center for movement. It controls how you step sideways, how you catch yourself after a stumble, and how you realign your body after a misstep. It's your primary defense against a sideways fall. Now, here's a startling fact. As we get older, our hip mobility naturally decreases. We can lose about 20% of it between the ages of 65 and 80. But what's even more critical is the strength of our hip abductor muscles, those muscles on the outside of your hips. Studies have shown that weakness in these specific muscles is the single strongest predictor of falls. It's even more telling than leg strength or simple balance tests alone. That's why the standing hip circle is so brilliant. It specifically retrains these often neglected stabilizer muscles, while gently restoring natural movement to the joint. Here's how you do it. Find a wall or a sturdy chair you can hold onto for light support. We're not using it to lean on, just for a little bit of balance assistance. Now, shift your weight onto one leg. Let's say you're starting with your right leg. Make sure you feel stable and grounded. Next, lift your opposite left knee up towards your chest. From here, we're going to make slow, controlled circles. Think of it like you're drawing a big circle in the air with your knee. Move your knee forward, then out to the side, then back behind you, and finally back down to the starting position. The key here is to move with full control. No rushing, no jerky movements. Feel the muscles around your hip engaging throughout the entire motion. We're going to perform 5 circles in one direction, and then reverse it for another 5 circles. So, after you've done 5 forward circles, you'll go backward, bring the knee back, out to the side, forward, and down. Once you've completed 5 in each direction on one leg, you'll switch and do the same thing with the other leg. So what's happening inside your body when you do this? This simple circling motion is strengthening all those small but mighty stabilizer muscles around your pelvis. It's also improving the lubrication within the hip joint itself, which helps with stiffness. Most importantly, it's retraining those lateral reaction pathways. These are the exact neural responses your body needs to fire when you start to tip or lose your balance sideways. And the results are impressive. Within just 3 months of doing this regularly, studies have shown a 31% improvement in lateral stability. That's your ability to stay steady side to side. Participants also showed a 20% faster protective stepping reaction time. That means if you do start to fall, your foot shoots out to catch you much more quickly. And perhaps best of all, people report a significant boost in confidence when they're walking on uneven ground or navigating crowded spaces. Here's a little clinical tip I give my patients. Try doing your hip circles first thing in the morning. It's a fantastic way to reduce stiffness and get your body ready for the day. Then, do them again before bedtime to help maintain that mobility through the evening. Now, let's move on to our 4th exercise, the isometric wall push. Isometric exercises are some of the most powerful, and honestly, most misunderstood tools we have for senior fitness. The magic of isometrics is that your joints remain completely stationary during the movement. This makes them incredibly safe for your joints, but they still produce amazing strength gains. Don't just take my word for it. You should feel the muscles in your chest, shoulders, arms, and core all firing up. The crucial part is to hold this push for 10 to 15 seconds while breathing normally. Don't hold your breath. Keep a steady, even breath throughout the hold. After 10 or 15 seconds, relax, take a brief rest, and then repeat the push 3 to 5 times. And for those who find standing difficult, there's a great seated option. You can sit at a desk or a sturdy countertop and push forcefully against it. The benefits remain highly effective. You're still getting that fantastic isometric contraction and all the strength gains that come with it. Finally, we arrive at exercise number 5, the single leg stance. If I was only allowed to prescribe one single exercise for aging well, this would be it. It's that important. Let me share some powerful research with you. One study tracked over 1,500 adults aged 70 and older for a decade. What they found was a direct link between this one simple test and longevity. The inability to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds was associated with an 18% higher risk of mortality. It was also correlated with a 3 times higher risk of falling. Another major German study focused specifically on fall prevention. They found that practicing just this one exercise, the single leg stance, led to a 43% reduction in fall risk. That is a massive improvement from one simple movement. So why does it work so well? The single leg stance is the ultimate integrator. It forces your entire protective system to work together in harmony. It challenges your balance control, your proprioception, which is your body's awareness of where it is in space, your hip stabilizers, your core engagement, and your ankle strength. Everything has to fire at once to keep you upright. Think about it. Every single step you take when you walk is essentially a tiny, micro single leg stance. As you lift one foot to move forward, the other leg is holding your entire body weight. So, by training this specific movement, you are building safety and stability into every single step you take throughout your day. Here's how to perform it. As always, safety first. Stand near a support, like a wall or the back of a sturdy chair. Now, simply lift one foot slightly off the ground. You don't need to lift it high, just an inch or two is fine. The goal is to hold this position for 30 seconds on each side. Try to do this 3 times a day. You can easily build it into your daily routine. Do it while you're brushing your teeth, waiting for your coffee to brew, or during a commercial break on TV. Once you feel comfortable holding for 30 seconds, you can start to progress. For a bigger challenge, try closing your eyes. This removes your visual cues and forces your body's other balance systems to work harder. You can also try gently turning your head from side to side while balancing. For an even greater challenge, try standing on an unstable surface, like a folded towel or a cushion. The benefits come quickly. In as little as 4 weeks, people see an average 27% improvement in their balance. They also notice improvements in their walking speed and a reduction in postural sway, which is that slight wobbling you might feel when standing still. So there you have it. 3 simple yet profoundly effective exercises to build a stronger, more stable, and more confident you. Remember to start slow, focus on your form, and be consistent. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, I'm a doctor, and for over 30 years, I've cared for people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. I want to share a vital truth with you. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. It just means you have to train smarter. So many of my patients tell me the same thing. They say, "Doctor, I walk every single day, but I still feel weaker, more unsteady, and more tired." And I have to be honest with them. Walking is great for your heart, but once you're over 75, it's just not enough to protect your muscles, your balance, or your bones. But what you're about to learn can change all of that. I'm going to show you 5 simple exercises that do more than just move your body. They actually rebuild the systems that aging tries to shut down. First up is heel-to-toe walking. This simple move reconnects your brain to your feet, restoring that crucial balance feedback. Next, we have chair squats. These reawaken the key muscles that keep you independent, the ones that let you get up from a chair without needing help. Third, hip circles. These are fantastic for protecting you from those dangerous sideways falls by bringing back the natural range of motion in your hips. The fourth exercise is wall pushes. This strengthens your entire core and improves how quickly your muscles react when you stumble. And finally, the single leg stance. This one is the crown jewel. It retrains every single stabilizing muscle, all the way from your ankles up to your core. I've personally seen patients in their late 70s come into my clinic feeling unsure, afraid of falling, always grabbing onto railings for support. Then, just 3 months later, they walked back in with confidence. No grabbing, no hesitation. There was no magic trick, no special pills, no supplements, and no surgery. It was just 15 minutes a day of these precise, intelligent movements. Your body is so much more capable than you might think. Even right now, your nervous system can still be trained. Your muscle stem cells can be reactivated, and your bones can get stronger when you put them to work. Your future independence isn't determined by your age, it's decided by your daily habits. If you do nothing, the weakness will continue. But if you do these 5 exercises consistently, strength and stability will return. If you want more guidance based on real medical science, not just internet hype, I warmly invite you to join our community right here. Subscribe the Healthy Path channel so you never miss a new video dedicated to healthy aging. Like this video so other seniors can find this important information and protect themselves. Share it with a loved one who wants to get their strength back. And let us know in the comments, which exercise are you going to start with today? Your journey to safer movement, stronger muscles, and a more confident life starts right now. We'll be with you every step of the way.